Hello, it's the evening before the winter solstice 2020. So it's the 20th of December 2020. And there's something that is on my mind that I would like to discuss at this point, right ahead of the winter solstice. At the moment, and even more powerfully tomorrow, Saturn will be conjunct Jupiter at 0 degrees of Aquarius. Now, something that I don't talk about very often, but that I think about a lot, is the exact degree position of each of the different degrees of the zodiac wheel of the 360 degrees. So in a chart, you have 360 degrees split up by 12 signs of the zodiac, each containing 30 degrees. I was very keen to look up the exact interpretation of 0 degrees Aquarius. The reason being that when we are at 0 or 1 or 2 degrees of a zodiac sign, the energy of it is much more potent. It's very strong. It's a very early, strong expression of that zodiac sign. Now, there is a man called Ellias Lonsdale who worked together with his wife to produce a book called Inside Degrees. And I would like to read you just a little excerpt from the introductory chapter of that book, and then go on to explain about 0 degrees Aquarius, because we are all tapping into this energy at the moment. And when I looked it up, I thought, this is exactly how I'm feeling, what we're feeling into. So this is energy that is available to all of us. And I think to be able to tap into that energy more deeply is relevant for everyone at this time. So Ellias Lonsdale in this book gives new depth and nuance to degree analysis. It's an area that's often seen as being technical or reduced to cliche. He builds on 3 previous pieces of work about degree interpretations by other astrologers. And he started this piece of work in 1988. He worked with his wife, Sarah, in tracking the Sabian symbol, the Charable symbol, and the Chandra symbol. After 5 years of this work, after 1993, Sarah died, and he worked with her when she was on the other side. So he worked with her in spirit, and this is something that I don't often talk about as well, but I believe in very strongly and know from personal experience that this where you're working with somebody who you've known in life and who you have a very strong soul connection with, if you're working with them in spirit, it can really add weight, depth, spirit to the work that is being produced on earth. And I believe that that's how many creative pieces of work come to earth. So they work together and their friend Alita to pierce through the veil. And he says to find the angel behind each degree. This ultimate version is won from death and fused with rebirth. Each word shows this power. So what I'd like to do now is read for you the interpretation of 0 degrees Aquarius. Now, in this book, it's called 30 degrees of Capricorn, but it is the same point. Okay, so when you're right at the end of 29 degrees and 59 minutes, you arrive at 30 degrees Capricorn, which is the same as 0 degrees Aquarius. So I'm just going to read these for you and just relax and feel into these words and see whether this feels like the energy that is coming through at the moment. Heightened ability to bring the greater self into action. The towering presence of the one who knows, informing each moment. A huge and formidable destiny. Dedication to bring all of yourself through into this world. a steadfast, adamant quality of soul, the prenatal resolve to work out all remaining karmas and to be free, intensive focus upon soul evolution, purpose and will. You have something to grow into throughout your life. Ancient ways, unfallen heights, seeing through, staggered by what you have taken on, ripening on the vine, under massive pressure from within. The path and journey of ascension, with the body honoured, the world renewed, awakening, tapping the source for endeavours, projects and tasks requires top-level clearance, the truest endowment of inward faculties to see them through and to light up the world. I hope that from those words you've taken something that feels good for you and that makes sense for you. I'm going to listen to this back because I will probably journal on this, and you know, if journaling's your thing, then feel free to do some journaling about it. What does this mean for you? How are you going to light up the world? What have you agreed to take on? Do you feel that there was something that you agreed and planned prenatally that is coming to fruition now? Do you feel a resonance with the age of Aquarius? Have you always been waiting for this? If so, what were you waiting for, and what do you intend to do with it? All of those things are energies that many of us will be tapping into at the moment. Thank you so much for watching this video. If it resonates with you, please like, please subscribe, and feel free to share with anyone who you think would find this of benefit. Thank you again for listening.